Hello everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to make the best 2004 Lego STI ever. Drive. And a hood scoop. Here's an overview of everything you're going to need. Nothing too fancy. Some less common bricks such as the headlights. The wheels are Speed Champions wheels. I've colored the faces gold, and if you don't have the pieces for these, it's not a big deal. You can make whatever wheels you want. Let's start with probably the hardest part, which is going to be the four-wheel drive system. So first we got to make the base. This is a 6x6, this is a 6x10. I'm going to join them with a 4x6, like so. Then turn it over. And now we're going to make the axles for the wheels. First, you're going to need a couple of axles. These are 8s. I didn't have 2 8s, so I had to make another axle with splicing. So we have 2 8s, 8 studs long. You're going to need a couple of 1x2 bricks for each one. You can put the axle through the 1x2 bricks, put a gear on the axle first, and then the second 1x2 brick on it. I'm going to take 1x2 plate and put 1x2 plate on each side. And then we stick a wheel on each side of the axle, completing our sandwich. We're doing this twice. Alright, now for the center axle. This is a 10. It's 10 studs long. Same deal as before. We're going to take, we're going to need 2 gears now for this one. And, whoops, I forgot to put the gear on this one. The center axle, we're going to take 2 1x2 bricks. Thread them on, then 2 gears, 1 gear on each side. Then, same as before, we take 1x2 plates, put a 1x2 plate on each one. Now we're putting these axles on the base. The 1x8 the axles, we're going to put 1 on each side, but they're going to be different distances from the end. So the rear is the side that the splice is closer to. On the rear, it's going to be 2 studs of overhang. I'll show you what that means. So after this axle, there's 2 more studs. On the front, only going to leave 1 stud of overhang, like so. There's only 1 stud here. It's the front. This is the rear with 2 studs. Now we're going to take this gear, move it all the way to one side. Other side will move all the way to the other side. So you want them at opposite sides. This side I pushed all the way here, this side I pushed all the way there. Then we're going to take the center axle and we're going to place it right here. So that the 1x2 plate is on these 2 studs. Then other side placed down, like so. And then this gear, we'll move it back slowly until it reaches the gear. You have to play around with it a little bit to get it to sit just right with the gear. When you're done, it should be like this. And now the four-wheel drive system is complete. Next, we're going to go to the front, which is the one that has less overhang. We're going to take a 2x6 plate in whatever color you want to build the car, and we're going to place it down like that. And then we're going to take a 1x8 brick and put that underneath. And then 2 clear studs and put them on the sides. Next, we're going to take either 2x4s or a single 1x8, and we're going to place them on top of this overhang. And then turn it over. A couple of 1x2 bricks, one on each side. And a couple of vent bricks, 1x2s, with the horizontal slats facing out. And then we're going to put a 1x8 plate just to finish off the bumper. Now for the side skirts, you need really a 1x7 brick, which they don't make, so I'm going to use a 3 and a 4. Like so, and then 1 layer of plate underneath that. So you can either use a 6 and a 1, like this, or, as I'm going to do on the other side, you can use a 3 and a 4 plate on top of that. Now for the rear bumper, I'm going to take a couple of sloped bricks like this, 2 of them, place them at the outside, like that. And then a 1x4 brick with side studs, put that in between them. Couple of 1x2 plates on the sides. Now it's time for the exhaust pipe, just a small element. And then a black 1x2 plate or tile. And then a sloped brick. And then a 1x6 plate. Up next is an easy part. We're going to use Speed Champion's fenders. Place one over each wheel. Then we're going to take a couple of 1x1s and put them behind the front fenders. Next, we're going to take a couple of 1x6s, make the sides. Then in the front, a couple of sloped elements, like this. One on each side. And also a clear sloped element in front of it. Next is a 1x4 with side studs. Then the grille. I'm going to use the grille from the Speed Champions Mustang. If you don't have this grille, you can use a different one. And I'm going to place it on a 1x4 and place that on the brick with side studs. Now it's time for the headlights. Take a couple of 1x1s with holes. Use a pin with an axle on the other side, and this headlight element. And do this twice. And then place them into the front fascia like that. And that's how you make Blobeye headlights. They're pretty good in my opinion. Tell me what you think in the comments. Now, for the engine. You can make as detailed an engine as you want over here. I'm just going to use a 2x2 brick. Place it right here as a placeholder. And then the hood, just a 4x4. Take a 1x6 plate tile and cover up those bricks with it to get it clean. Take some 1x1 bricks, fill in all those holes. And now for the famous hood scoop. A couple of sloped elements in the center of the hood. A couple of more sloped elements, and we're going to put these in the corners. Like so. And then in these corners, 1x1 tile, 1x1 plates. And that's the front end. On the sides, we're going to take 1x4 plates, sorry, 1x4 tiles, and one by 3 plates. These plates are where the windshield is going to mount. In the back, to keep it clean, a couple of 1x1 plates. The rear end, a couple of 1x2 bricks. One by 4, Now it's time for the tail lights. A couple of red cone bricks, like this. Two on each side. And a 1x1 plate in clear red. I'll go on the outside. Like so. Then 1x6 plate in between the taillight. And on the sides, you need to put some filler pieces. I'm putting a 2x3 corner piece on this side, and a 1x2 brick in here, just so I have place to mount this 1x6 plate or tile. And on the back, 2x8, 2x10 actually. A lot of places on this car, there's multiple elements you can use to make the same shape, so it doesn't really matter. To make the gauges, I'm going to take a 1x2, put a 1x2 plate on it, a half pen in, and put the gauge on. Like so. And the windshield. This is from the Ford Raptor set. And the rear windshield. And finally the roof. Because this is an odd number of studs, and the roof, this is a Lego brick, obviously it's going to be even. There is some overhang, so I'm just going to pretend it's like a roof spoiler. But you can make your own custom roof if you want. And now all that's left is the spoiler. Two sloped bricks, two 1x2 plates, and two 1x8 tiles. Connect everything like that, and mount the wing probably on the deck lid, and you're all set.